If you're a business owner, a marketer, or really anybody that needs to drive traffic to a website, keep watching because today we're going to go over the basics of search engine optimization, or SEO. How's it going, everyone? My name is Cole Torres. I'm the founder of Local Eye Media. Today, we're going to be talking about search engine optimization, SEO. If you're a business owner, if you're a marketer, if you play another role in a business and you need to drive more traffic to a website, this is one of the best things you can do to get more people there. The reason for that is because the people that come to your site are going to be people who are interested in what you're advertising. Search engine optimization helps get your website or different pages within your website higher in the search engine rankings, or if you're a local business, it can help you get found on the search engine map. If you don't know what that is, go into Google, search for, say, restaurants near you. You'll see a map, and there'll be a couple of listings there at the top. We want to get your business in that place when people search for what you have to offer. So we're going to break this up into two different things. First is going to be on-site SEO, and the second, we're going to do off-site SEO. Probably not going to go terribly into detail, but we're going to cover the basics. We're going to give you a few action items you can take right now to go improve your site and improve your rankings. So first, on-site SEO. All right, so on-site SEO is going to be pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be the changes you want to make on your actual website. Now, if you don't have any programming knowledge or web development knowledge, that's usually okay. Most sites today are built on some kind of platform or a CMS, content management system, like WordPress. Squarespace is a popular one. One we like to use is a software called Duda. You should go ahead and look that up, duda.co. If you don't have a lot of experience, you might want to go with one of the safer options, or you can go through an agency like ours to get a website built for you correctly. Anyways, you have your existing site or you're building a new one. What do you want to look for so your on-page SEO is optimized for search engines? First thing you want to look at is your title tags. All right, the title tags. So each of your web pages on your website has a title that's going to be found in the header. It's going to be at the very top of the code of the website. If you're usually using some kind of platform, usually there's a place to input it. It puts it there automatically. But the important thing to look for is that you have it set up properly. So say you're in urgent care in a certain city. You want to make sure that that title tag includes the service that you offer as well as the city that you offer it in. Next thing we want to look at is the description. So this description is going to be kind of similar. It's going to be up there in the header with the title tag. This is where you can give a little more detail than just those couple of words in your title, where typically a lot of places are going to put the business name, the service offering, and the location. This one you can go into a little more depth, tell people a little bit about your business. This isn't really going to be seen much by people. It can show up in the search engine results page, but when people go on your website, they're not actually reading this. A lot of this is information that we pass back to the search engines like Google, Yelp, Bing, the big players. So you want to make sure that that also includes the services that you offer and the location that you offer them. Next thing we want to look at is going to be your header tags. So with your header tags, if you didn't make the website or you don't have a whole lot of knowledge about it, this might be another thing where you might want to get a second opinion on, or might take a little bit more looking into of how you edit this. But anyways, in the body of your HTML, where the actual parts of the page that people see when they go to your website on their computer is going to be typically in the large headlines type areas of your website. That's going to be what's called a header. We have what H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. You want those ones to also be optimized to where it's referring to the business name, it's referring to the services you're offering, it's referring to the location that you offer them in. Now, you don't want to stuff these. You don't want to just take the main headline on your site, the H1, and just stuff it full of a bunch of keywords and what you offer. That's going to look a little suspicious, and search engines are starting to catch on to things like that. So do a little additional research. I'll probably do another video later on that goes a little further into the details on this, but point being, you want to have your H1, which is going to be your main one, saying pretty much the business or some type of slogan or just straight up what you offer, and then your H2s and your H3s, and if you go any further than that, listing other things. Last thing that I'm going to touch on here for the on-page SEO is going to be your structured data or your schema markup. So the schema markup, this is one a lot of people miss. So if you're a local business, this is where it's going to be the easiest to comprehend, to digest. So I'm going to talk to those who have a product or a service and they serve the local area that they're in. This is additional pieces of information set up in a way where it passes on that information back to the search engines in a way that the search engines can understand. So there are things like your business name, your address, your hours, things like the price range, your phone number, and email people can reach you at. All these things, when they show up on your website, the search engines can guess what those numbers mean. So if your phone number is in the footer of your website and it's 555-5555, search engine can see that, but it doesn't know 100% for sure that's your phone number. The schema markup, which we will put also in the header of the website, passes it in a way that the search engine has agreed that it's going to recognize that number as a telephone number. All this may sound a little confusing. It's a little bit easier in practice, especially now with different generators that we have for it, schema markup generators. I'm going to put a couple of links down below to a couple of different tools that we use to generate the schema markup. It's usually a plug and play type thing. You'll put in your business name, you'll put in your address, your phone number, your hours, all this different business information, give you the exact thing to copy and to paste into the header of your website. And again, if you don't know how to do that, consult with your web developer or consult with somebody who provides those kind of services like us, Local Media, that can help you with that. So with that, we're going to move to the off-page SEO. All right, with off-page SEO, first thing that I want us to focus on is the Google My Business listing. Pretty much everybody's gonna be familiar with what this is. If you go to Google and you search for something around you in your vicinity, you're gonna see Google My Business listings for different businesses. If you haven't claimed your business yet, you have not started optimizing your business, and you're probably losing when it comes to searches. What you want to do is you want to go to Google, you want to search your business, find that listing, and then there's going to be a button on there that says own this business with a question mark, and you want to click on that and you can claim it. Be mindful that you do need a Google account to do this. You can sign up for free on Gmail. If you already have a Gmail address, just go to Google and click sign in and log into your Gmail address. Don't go to Gmail. Just stay in the search engine, search for your business, and you can get it there. When you claim your business, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can put what kind of business you are. You can add several categories if you fall within different categories. Just make sure the primary one is of course, primarily what you do. You can add your hours, you can add a description of what your business does, you can add the date you were founded, you can upload pictures and videos, you can put posts, all this kind of stuff. So people know more about your business. They know when you're open, they know precisely where you're located. They're getting accurate information so they're not frustrated when they go and search online for something you offer and they find information that's incorrect. So the next thing we want to look at is your online listings. So across the internet, there's a lot of different directories, and search engines like Google have bots that go and crawl these directories to find business information that they can then use on their website and their search engine. So getting listed in these directories and getting listed properly is actually more important than many people realize. And one very important thing about that is that you're consistent across all the different directories across the internet. The big three pieces of information you need to be mindful of is your name, address, and phone. If you look up anything on search engine optimization, you'll probably see the acronym NAP. That's what that stands for. Your business name, business address, and your business phone. You want those to be consistent across all areas of the internet, so Google doesn't get confused about what your correct information might be. Now, there's a lot of different directories out there, some of them good, some of them bad. It can be difficult to tell which ones are the right ones to go with. So there are some services out there that you can use and that we like to use to maintain those listings in a single place and make sure that the information is syndicated across all these different directories and that they're uniform. One that I like to use is called SYNUP, SYNUP. I'm going to put a link to that one below as well. They're kind of newer to the field, but from what I'm finding, they're a really cool tool. They don't have as many listings as some of the other places, but you can manually sign up for a lot of the different directories that they don't have. Plus, they claim that if you stop using their service, that they don't take back any of the listings. That's one of the problems we find with some of the bigger names in the listing management service, is that you pay all this money for them to syndicate your listings and keep them uniform across the internet. And then if you stop, they pull those listings, or the incorrect information all of a sudden is listed and your website starts going down and down. We just didn't want to put up with that problem anymore, and we didn't want to take any more risks anymore. We think if somebody worked hard and invested in getting their listings corrected, invested in their website's SEO, that they should be able to reap those benefits whether or not they continue a service. Obviously, with any service, if you stop using them, things can go wrong later on, but it's become somewhat of an issue in the community where we've seen repeated issues happen. So SYNUP is the one that we're using now. Another thing that you need to look for in your offsite SEO, and that is something that SYNUP can help you with, is online reviews. Online reviews are something search engines are taking more and more seriously. This is something that can be listed on your social media profiles like Facebook. It can be listed on your Google My Business listing, or it can be listed across dozens and dozens of directories across the internet. The one we like to focus on the most is Google My Business and your social media. The cool thing about the tool SYNUP is that it has a feature where you can manage your reviews directly in their application. So you can respond to reviews when they come in. So if it's positive, you can tell that person that you appreciate them. You get that extra touch. Or if it's negative, you can say that you were sorry that their experience wasn't as good as it could have been. And you can try to get either to the bottom of the problem, or you can just let people know that see that review that you've seen it and you take it into consideration, and that you are trying to improve, and or that you're just trying to provide the best service you can. Maybe there's nothing that was wrong with your service. Maybe the person was ill-advised leaving their review, but hey, nobody has 100% good reviews that gets a large quantity of reviews, and it doesn't seem realistic when somebody does. So if you do get a few bad reviews, don't sweat it too much. It's not going to hurt you. Just try to respond to them and be proactive and show both your customers and the search engines that you're alive, you're there, and you're listening. So that's the basics of SEO, a couple of action items that you can go ahead and implement on your site right now. If you want to learn more, I'm going to be making some more videos, or you can contact me. I can be reached at Cole, C-O-L-E, at localimedia.com, or you can give us a call at 706-675-5800. Thanks.